Hey, well, then, Alan here, and you guys, Ghostblade, welcome to this little session. It's maybe just be super short, just some pointer that just get us thinking and stuff. And it's like, wait a minute, this ninja thing again. What is it about ninja anyway? And what would be our response to that? It doesn't really matter, but a ninja is really someone who practices ninjutsu. A ninja is someone who is practicing ninjutsu. A ninja isn't something where we have to do all these horrible things to ourselves or go through this strenuous thing to become, but yet practicing ninjutsu. And so, if you wanted more than a title than that, if you want to add something else to it, then you probably would want to get to work a lot more. But practicing and seeing things that, if you could understand, if a unit needed to be trained up with something that works, or just pointed out something, just send someone with a task who's worthy to go forward and has that courage, or you can easily point something out to somebody that is effective and works, and you can learn it like that. And so when we look at that, one of the things where we should definitely go back to in our minds is our karma. Understanding what's tried to be picked apart in our minds, and even out there if we've attached to it socially by allowing things that aren't any of our business, to attaching ourselves to it, and negative hearing, throughout life we've heard through things is, you hear the stuff, he's in some kind of a karate stance or something like that, or he's getting into some kind of a this or that, or some kind of a anime terminology or something, negative, or may even feel derogatory for someone who's a practitioner. And maybe you wouldn't be offended at all, just with the heart of love. It wouldn't really matter. But if your mind took ownership of that and it planted it there in your mind, then your kami might have some chinks in its armor. And so the validity of what it really does, and just like it's just something coming, or maybe just downsizing it to where it's just this karate thing, or it's just this thing, when it is actually one of the most important things about what we would do. And so and we go down to seeing these things where maybe someone makes a video, let's just say, about getting into Ichimonji. And so we're telling you, okay, sink so that you can learn to get into the kami. This isn't how you get into the kami should be understood, right? And so that's something that definitely maybe should have been told in the past when many of us have pointed this out. And so because I don't use my hips all the time in my movement, it's just something natural with my body. I walk and move with my whole body. I don't just walk with my legs. My whole body's doing things, and so it's not I'm just doing everything with my hips. Like I have to use my hips when I'm doing all this stuff. And so where maybe there's some times where we might need that, or it just doesn't seem like it's something that you're going to need, because we're moving with our body, and we're moving with all of these things, yeah. And so our kami. And so when we're looking at this Ichimonji no kami, is sinking, going to, and then slamming your hips so that you can get there. And so you're sinking, you're stepping back, and then you're slamming your hips. And so I'm sinking, I'm stepping back, and I'm slamming my hips. And then we've got the idea that maybe that's how it's done. And so every time you would try to maybe get into that, if you're learning, it's like, okay, now I can block that, thinking, oh wait, sink, and then now I can get out of the way of danger. And so kami is not just about these kind of a mechanics where we can get into these kami. We should be able to be in them naturally. Our natural posture of Shizen no kami is natural, but it should be more powerful, because our kami isn't just a kami. It's about who we are and how we're feeling at that moment, what we're perceptive to in that situation. And so if life takes me into a different kami, then I need to be thinking on how I can operate in this and just be. And and then I can do the thing that I need to do, right? So that I can have the results that I want. And so the be do have, even through biblical things, we can see it here for us, is if I can just be in kami, right? If I can be in kami, if I get in kami, if I can be in kami, then I can do the thing that I need to do. so that I can have, the results that I can have. So be, do, have. So kama is really important.